Welcome back to the channel, guys, and of course, yes guys, it's the duel of the titans, i.e. it's Ali v Fraser, Godzilla vs Kong, and Senna v Prost of the car world, i.e. it's the Koenigsegg JESKO attack, not the absolute, against the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. And of course, Carvo put the whole thing together, and the results are actually quite astonishing, seeing as to the fact that the attack is not at all prepped for straight line speed, where of course the absolute fills in those shoes, but nevertheless the attack, seeing as though that it's properly prepped for the track in every way conceivable, it still went on to prove its mettle in a fine way, and still went on to prove itself as quite the worthy adversary against the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. Of course, in terms of the JESKO, it gets a 5-litre twin turbocharged V8, of course making 1280 horsepower and 1000 Nm of torque in its basic setting, i.e. when it's running on normal pump fuel. But of course, said power numbers can be upped by quite the complete exponential range when of course E85 is pumped into the tank, and that ups the power to 1600 horsepower and 1500 Nm of torque. But of course, during the complete time of the drag race, the exact JESKO attack that was used was in fact running on basic pump fuel, meaning only 1280 horsepower and 1000 Nm of torque were on tap. But of course, that does not mean that that is a small number. And of course, coming to the complete Chiron Supersport 300 Plus with its behemoth of an 8-litre quad turbo W16, of course with 1600 horsepower and 1600 Nm of torque, of course on tap, and of course with the JESKO driving the power to the rear wheels and the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus driving the power to all four wheels, and of course with the JESKO weighing in at 1420 kilograms and the complete proper Chiron Supersport 300 Plus weighing in at 1995 kilograms, nearly 2 tons on its own. So there are quite the big differences in terms of power numbers and other complete specifications, but nevertheless the results are as astonishing as they can be. And of course, let's take a look at the first drag race.
Oh, come on, Hook! Oh my, come on. We're off. Blimey. Whoa, this is a clear win. He didn't get the traction, no four-wheel drive.
Well guys, the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus took the dub on that, but nevertheless the main reason for the JESKO bogging down was because of its complete traction control issue, i.e. with the fact that the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus puts down the power through all four wheels, while the JESKO attack puts it down through the rear two wheels, and of course with that 9-speed light speed transmission on its own, it legit properly puts down the power quickly than any way you can imagine. But nevertheless, the second round will actually show the fact that the JESKO has still got a lot of fight in it, but nevertheless, the Chiron took the dub on the first one. But of course, here's the second race.
Oh, he got me on the line. Oh, come on! Come on! Come on!
And well guys, now that is a very interesting turn of events, wasn't it? With the fact that both of them put down the exact same quarter mile time, 9.6 seconds, and yet Carvo declared that the Chiron SS300 Plus won it. I mean, that is just stupid if you ask me. It was definitely a tie. I mean, the quarter mile times are just proper proof to that both put down the exact same time, and of course, although in the camera angle you will see that the Chiron is up ahead, that is because the camera angle is just straight down, and of course for the fact that the JESKO's front bumper is in fact much more longer than that of the Absolute, meaning both of them were legit toe-to-toe at the line. So it should have definitely been an inconclusive race, i.e. they should have gone for round 3, but nevertheless the complete Carvo guys just declared the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus as the winner, and I don't agree with that. A second or a proper third round is required to properly conclude who the winner is, because I mean, as you guys have clearly seen, the JESKO attack properly actually managed to come toe to toe and actually put down the exact same quarter mile time as the SS300 Plus. But nevertheless, the Chiron somehow took it, and I do not believe that. But nevertheless, it still shows that the JESKO attack, even with that massive boomerang wing on the back, it still can kick ass unlike anything else. And of course, not to mention, it doesn't even have 1600 of its horsepower on tap, and all that just goes to show what the JESKO attack is capable of. And of course, now for the rolling races.
3, 2, 1.
Come on. Oh, I think he struggled with traction. Now I'm gone. Wow. I'm totally gone.
And of course, guys, round one, of course, went to the complete Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, where they started off from 10 miles an hour, and of course, the JESKO attack once again bogged down due to traction control issues. But nevertheless, it still went on to properly get its ass kicked. That is just completely out there. But nevertheless, I'm pretty sure the second rolling race will definitely change your mind.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, bloody hell. He was on boost, now I'm coming back. It's too late.
And well, guys, never will I have ever expected that a complete Koenigsegg or any other car would beat a proper Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus in such a proper monstrous way. I mean, it literally just walked away from the lane, as of course the complete rolling race began with the first round at 10 miles an hour. Meanwhile, this began at 100 kilometers an hour in third gear, where of course JESKO absolutely demolished the SS300 Plus, and of course rightfully so, and that legitimately shows the complete proper metal that the JESKO attack itself is capable of showing. And even though with the hindrance of the complete high downforce setup, i.e. with the fact that this on its own can generate a whopping amount of over 1400 kilograms of downforce at peak, it still went on to kick the ass of the SS300 Plus. And it's even interesting to see the complete proper wing go into its complete low drag setting, similar to how we see the McLaren P1's complete hydraulic wing go all the way down at high speeds. And nevertheless, it still shows what the JESKO attack is capable of. And don't forget, it is not at all in its complete optimal setting. It is at 1280 horsepower, but nevertheless it shows, and of course it is lighter than the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, but nevertheless the complete video and the complete proper winner, i.e. the JESKO attack, speaks for itself. And of course, guys, if you ask me, i.e. the JESKO attack definitely could beat the complete Chiron Supersport on the proper drag race if properly taken properly on its own, i.e. I hope Carvo or anyone else actually properly puts down a proper fair battle between the JESKO attack and the SS300 Plus. But nevertheless, both have their pros and cons. Both are absolute behemoths of the car world, and both are mega cars on a whole other level. And well, guys, I mean, this not only shows the complete capability of the JESKO attack, but also showcases what, or properly how much more monstrous the JESKO Absolute will be, seeing as though that is properly streamlined for straight line speed in every way imaginable, with CFD being done to every single bit of carbon fiber on the body, with the complete drag coefficient being far exceeded by their complete proper set target, which was 0.27, and they managed to bump it up to 0.278 on its own. And that's just Koenigsegg doing Koenigsegg things. And of course, with the fact that the JESKO Absolute does not at all have the hindrance of the massive big top mounted boomerang wing on the back, that will only mean that the JESKO Absolute will absolutely demolish the complete proper Chiron Supersport 300 Plus in the drag race. But of course, I will leave that up until we actually get some proper video proof of the Absolute demolishing the complete SS300 Plus. But nevertheless, that is exactly what I think. But nevertheless, guys, what do you think? The JESKO attack still is quite the titan on its own, built further track, and still somehow managed to properly wreck the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, not completely, and of course not on a lower end either, because it did manage to put down the exact same quarter mile time as the SS 300 Plus and went on to absolutely demolish it in the complete rolling race. But nevertheless, guys, what do you think about this? I mean, it is a proper duel of the Titans, but nevertheless, the proper duel of the Titans will be the JESKO Absolute against the SS 300 Plus, seeing as though that both of them are properly streamlined for top speed, low drag setups, and of course on top of which no big wings to hinder them in any way imaginable. And well, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think the JESKO Absolute will demolish the complete SS 300 Plus? Well, comment below. And of course, do you guys reckon that a rematch between the JESKO Attack and the SS 300 Plus is required? Comment below. And well, thanks for watching guys. Remember to that sub button and click the bell to ensure you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching guys. See ya.